Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to dissect a Seiko Gani. My friend gave this to me. Each one of these is about 600 yen or $5-6. So first step is to remove the talons. Yeah, I don't know if that's what they're called, but anyway, and then you get this little piece of cartilage come out of the main meat section here. And again, like that. And again, there you go. It's a pretty simple first step. And then you do the same thing to the other side. Just break them backwards like this and pull them out. And kind of break it backwards and pull it out. And break it backwards, pull it out. All right, so now you've got this. Now if you cooked it right, just the right amount of time, you should pull this thing down and notice that the egg sac is a little bit red. This one might be cooked just a little bit too long. So you pull it down like this. It should all come out together like this. And you stick your thumb down here and you break off this big old rib cage, egg sac, whatever you call it, away from the main carapace. Okay. That. Okay. And you set that aside. Next step is to kind of just bend the legs down all at once, and you'll hear a big crack like that. And do it again. On the other side. And then you can just pull away the legs from the main carapace here. Like that. Okay. And then you can get rid of this piece here. You don't need these pieces. Okay, but we're gonna keep this brown stuff. It's called Kani miso. They say it's the most delicious part of the crab. It's definitely the most pungent. You can get rid of these gills here, these white bits. Don't really need that. Okay. We're going to set that aside for later, but before we do that, we're going to push the mouth down. Kind of push it down, and there you go. You should be able to just pull that right off and eat it later. Just like that. You can't eat this part, obviously, but take a spoon and just scoop this red stuff out, and that is delicious. And the brown stuff is edible. And the other part is like lungs or something attached to the gills. You don't have to eat that. Probably shouldn't, because it's not very good. The next step is to take the main body and break it apart here in the middle. And then you take your spoon and you can scoop this stuff out. It's called Kani miso, like I said before. And then you can just eat that. Good. Delicious. Not much here. So if you're trying not to be wasteful, you'll do this step. Even if you don't do this step, you probably eat it later, because there's another step. But if you're hungry while you're dismantling this thing, you can do this. Also, we don't need these parts here. These are the gills. They're not very good, even though they are soft. Okay, none of this stuff. We can save this piece. I'll show you what to do with that in a little bit, but get rid of these gills again. Don't need those. They'll just get in the way later if you leave them on there. And you don't need this piece of hard bit. And we can get rid of this snapper. You can use it for a decoration later if you want. Okay. Next, you take your knife and you're gonna cut these legs off with a little bit of pressure. Don't cut yourself. About 1/2 centimeter from the base of the leg. You might lose a little bit of meat right there, but that's okay, because later on we might get some of that later back. But do this 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't cut yourself. I said that, didn't I? Do the same thing on the other side. Be very careful. Oh! Running away on us. Making a dash for the door. let's aim it this time. Oh, that worked. Do the same with this one. Oh, look at that. All right. So now you take your little rolling pin-like tool and you aim for the small part here. And then you push it down real hard and push down and roll it. And guess what happens? The meat comes sliding right out. Look at that. And then you can eat it if you like, or set it aside for later. Some people will say that's the most delicious part of the crab, and it's the only part most people eat. But they're missing out. It is good. It is high in protein and delicious. And just keep on going on all these legs here. Just don't crush your fingers like your pinky or something. If you want to get all the meat out, you got to push down real hard. Okay. 2 more. Ooh, look at that little tiny piece of meat. Nothing goes to waste. Smash that piece a little bit, but she'll be right, mate. And then you take this body piece here to get the rest of the meat out of the legs. Smash down like you did with the legs and roll it, and boom, you got a big old chunk of meat you can just sink your teeth into. And then that'll also net you some of that Gani miso that was connected to the carapace. And do the same thing with this pull on the other side. Ugh. Okay. You can roll back the other way and get the meat out of the legs, but not much. Pretty slim pickings there. And then make sure you don't eat any of these hard pieces, obviously. There you go. Look at all that meat. Delicious. Okay. And then the last step, first of all, this is edible. Pull these off like that, and it should come off just like that. And then this part is not edible, but how you eat this is if you stick it in your mouth and chew down on it, all the eggs will fall off in your mouth, and you'll be left with this little piece of, hard cartilage stuff. I'm not sure if it's cartilage or not. Please forgive me, biology teachers. Just like that. And you just do that all the way down. See that? You can do it as you like. Pull it out, whatever. Pull all these bits off one by one. And then you kind of just pull that out. There you go. And then this part right here, you can eat that as well. Red part, delicious. Use your thumb. Okay. So then you're left with the meat here, the eggs here, and the super delicious Gani miso right there. And all you needed was a crab, a rolling pin, a knife, and a spoon, and a cutting board, and a place to put the rest of it. So please enjoy your Seiko Gani.